Good evening. I know I have so many followers here who are in the police service. Or even let me say the police force, because ours is not a service, it's a force. But I want to talk to those who are my friends. Okay? Those who know me, I know them, we talk, we chat, we discuss, those ones. Because maybe those ones can hear what I'm talking about. And I want specifically to talk about your conduct. I know when we meet, we discuss these things and we go through them, go through the motion, and we talk about them and we ask ourselves several questions, we answer them. But let me talk about them once again. Now tonight, the OCS, the boss of Central Police Station in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya, has been charged for murder. You know what that means? That for the next phase of his life, couple of years, maybe long time, he will never know anything else other than that case of murder. His life has changed tremendously. It has changed in a way that it will never be the same again. This is a guy who heads the most influential police station in Kenya, Central Police Station at the capital city of Nairobi. Of Kenya. Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. This a question I keep asking myself over and over and over again, Do you guys in the police force, do you understand where authority stops and your conduct starts? Let me ask you this. When you have a suspect in your cells and you beat that suspect, you beat him up, exactly whose authority are you obeying? Okay, do away then with this case of Albert. Maybe that was a way superior order. But normal times when you arrest Mama Mboga and Mtu Boda Boda and common guys in the streets, and they're in your custody, in your cells, and you decide to assault them, to beat them up, you have made yourself the arresting officer, you have made yourself the prosecutor, you have made yourself the magistrate or the judge, you have convicted them, you have sentenced them, and now you are punishing them. All those five in one. You have allocated yourself that role. When you beat someone in your custody, do you understand where authority stops? What you're supposed to do as a matter of law stops, and where your personal conduct starts. Do you understand that at some point or level you do something, and from that moment you are on your own? Look at the guy who shot someone in the streets, in the glare of the cameras. Okay, if you have watched that clip over and over again, you ask yourself a very fundamental question. What exactly did that police officer think before he shot? What is it that was so critical, that was so important about him firing that gun, firing that firearm, and almost killing that gentleman? What was it? What is it that could not be stopped? What is it that could not wait? Not even wait. What is it that was so important in killing, in shooting that young man? What is it that was to be achieved by pulling that trigger? His life, he's a young police officer, his life has almost now been turned. It will never ever be the same again. At that age, a guy who could have built his life maybe to even become the Inspector General of Police, or even something bigger than that, his life in that career line is now stopped and suspended. Never again, never will he ever serve in that police service again. Never again will he ever even be in anywhere within a formation of a security establishment. Okay, the question you ask yourself all the time, and you ought to ask yourself, is this: what exactly was he thinking? And you ask yourself that question anytime you decide or you want to take an action. When you're in the streets up there, okay, you are patrolling at night with your firearms and everything, and you come across a young man walking home on his own, heading home within his own business, and you arrest that person, hold him. Before he tells you anything, you have slapped him, kicked him. What exactly is going on in your mind? That is a fundamental question that you have to ask yourself now, tomorrow, the following day, and ask yourself forever.